A well-known vendor, Sharon Hackett, otherwise called Muffet, who died in a two-vehicle crash in Trelawney, is laid to rest following a Thanksgiving service in Linstead, St. Catherine.
Earth to earth, dust to dust, hash it to hash it.
I know he's able. I know he's able.
Among the large number of people paying their last respect is Muffet's common-law husband, who survived the crash but is still walking on crutches. Muffet's mother was also in attendance. There she is, sitting in the middle on your screen. The send-off was punctuated with tributes and more tributes.
Is one of the best human beings I've ever met. Me witnessed two men quarreling over money. Muffet don't know them. And Muffet go in and say, how much if you give you? And Muffet pay it. Me see that. No know them and I'm friend them or anything. But she just get in and squash whatever was happening.
Muffet was the life of any party. The most fascinating thing though is she never had to announce her presence, but you would know she was there. There was a halo that followed her. There was just this glow, this light, and she led a beautiful life.
Falmouth people just show them one love, you know, say Muffet drop out and we say we have to forward. And we have a love for her so much, we miss her so much. Only for tears in our eye for her. Jano. Only for distant people try and we just know say boy, we show we last respect.
In different ways, it's the end of a journey. 53-year-old Sharon Hackett, affectionately called Muffet, is brought to her native community, Redwood, St. Catherine. She was heading there when she died in a two-vehicle crash on Bracco Main Road in Trelawney on Sunday afternoon, October 8, 2023. The hearse, on its way to the burial site, made a brief stop while passing Muffet's home, and then it resumed its crawl through the community, a glass chariot attached to its back, laden with the white casket and a few of Muffet's loved ones. There was also an ambulance in the procession. The final burial rites for Muffet took place on a sunny Sunday, December 3, and was attended by a relatively large crowd, attired predominantly in one of Muffet's favorite colors, yellow. Some of the people in attendance came from nearby places. Others journeyed from faraway parishes such as Trelawney, where Muffet had been selling goods for some 3 decades inside Falmouth Market.
Now we are Falmouth, we are traveling from now. Oh, we are Falmouth. We all miss all the road couple time.
We are forward from Falmouth, and just because of the love of Falmouth, people just show them one love, you know, say Muffet drop out and we say we have to forward. And we have a love for her so much, we miss her so much. Only for tears in our eye for her. Jano. Only for distant people try and we just know say boy, we show we last respect.
When the procession was relatively close to the family plot in Redwood, pallbearers, young and strong, removed the casket from the chariot and carried it on their shoulders to the graveside.
No drop it, take time, no drop it. No drop it, take time. This time I lay down. Yeah. Thank God. Thank God.
The people jostled for what they considered to be the best vantage points, thinking that viewing of Muffet's body would have been allowed. No viewing of the body was permitted at any point during the funeral, much to the disappointment of some attendees. And then it was time to place the casket inside the grave.
Earth to earth, dust to dust, ashes to ashes.
The grief for some, including one of Muffet's sisters, was overwhelming.
You know, say we are traveling from Falmouth. I don't know. Come and listen. I'm Muffet funeral. We lost my son 4 months ago. And Muffet was there with me. Dancing, even the day they had. Keep me happy and alright. Yes, and fly out after the funeral, go for foreign. Up with that foreign, I'm get the news and Muffet crash and die. I feel so bad. Feel too pain one time.
We just migrated to Falmouth 8 years ago. But from I met her, she's a nice person. Sometimes walk up from foreign. The first person we see when we come in at the market, a Muffet. We have to greet each other, you know? And it was such a surprise when somebody called me from Falmouth and tell me Muffet passed.
Those people whom the Beacon interviewed were not the only ones singing Muffet's praise. There were many others who delivered tributes during a service of thanksgiving which was held at Linstead Seventh-day Adventist Church in St. Catherine moments before the burial. Among the people who reached the sanctuary early is Muffet's common-law husband, known as Wayne. Not yet fully recovered from the injuries he received in the deadly crash, he still walks with crutches and what appears to be plaster cast on his left leg. He declined to be interviewed, but he was mentioned in the eulogy, which was presented by Melissa Murphy, a member of the bereaved family.
Long after her children were born, she met a man who reminded her how it felt to be loved whole. This man demonstrated just how much he loved her and she loved him in return. She loved Wayne even until her very last breath.
Muffet was born on May 10, 1970 to parents Abdel and Louis Hackett. She was the second of 11 children that the couple had together. Her father predeceased her, but her mom was at the funeral, sitting there in the middle of your screen, being hugged. Murphy, in the eulogy, said Muffet attended Miss Clare's basic school and the then Redwood Elementary School. She is the biological mother of 2 children, Chantel Graham and Gerald Graham.
She offered good counsel and was always willing and ready to offer a helping hand. She was stern, but always wore a smile. She was pleasant, sweet-faced, a sweetheart to those who encountered with her, and she was kind. Which Muffet? She is that powerful woman, nurtured a character of having sound judgment and somehow managed to allow it to reflect even in her profession.
Muffet was raised in vending. She started accompanying her mother to Falmouth Market to sell goods when she was a child, and even when her mom stopped, she continued and eventually became a household name in the commercial hub. Her colleague vendors were well represented at the funeral.
Muffet was known to be a robust entrepreneur. She was a market woman. By trade, she was not the average market woman though. She stood out. She was simply the best. Everyone knew her by her astonishing people person skills and just how well she grounded the art of doing business, in which she was able to expand her business as she owned her craft.
From a tender age, she went out in the vending industry, always selling her goods and supporting farmers near and far. During holidays, she would take us children with her to Falmouth to help her with her stalls. If nobody down the yard can do nothing else, everybody down there can check. When her kids were younger, she would also take them to market. She would always share the story of her daughter being unable to properly pronounce the figure, but she always knew the cost was 120. When you mention honesty and ambition, you have to mention Sharon. She strongly believes in one cocoa, full basket.
In addition to being a vendor, Muffet owned a bar and was a member of Round Robins, including one called Ray and Nephew Early Sundays, which was represented at the Thanksgiving service.
Look good, I'm good, be good, and two strangers. So we can look as good as we like. You know who was Muffet? A very good person. Whether she want to look good, she want to sound good, she was a very good person. Her life is what we are seeing here in the church today at this moment. And let me tell you something, Mr. Man. Is one of the best human beings I've ever met. Me witnessed two men quarreling over money. Muffet don't know them. And Muffet go in and say, how much him to give? And Muffet pay it. Me see that. Don't know them and I'm friend them or anything. But she just get in and squash whatever was happening.
Muffet supports everyone. Birthday party, she's there. Church harvest, she's there. Dance, round robin, funeral, wedding, anything at all, she's always there and she's never empty-handed. On Sunday, we all would wait for her and Wayne to come so we can unload the truck, cause if you reach late, you get left. Auntie Mas had no chill. If you do something she don't like, nobody feel she keep it to herself. She say to your face, if you want vex, you vex. And surprisingly, she and everyone talks.
She was a community person. She successfully operated many businesses in Redwood. Muffet was a household name. Yes, Muffet, goody daughter. She made her name right across country from Falmouth to Redwood and surrounding communities. Which Muffet? The one who knew how to have fun. Muffet was the life of any party. The most fascinating thing though is she never had to announce her presence, but you would know she was there. There was a halo that followed her. There was just this glow, this light, and she led a beautiful life.
When Carnival at Roger would come around, Christmas Day, Muffet costume would always make a headline. She was the walking Christmas tree. Even the pepper lights were working. Her lipsticks always match. Muffet would always demand peace in the yard and wherever she goes. She was well respected by the young and old. When Auntie Mas talk, no dog, no bark. Christmas time in Falmouth Market, even the blind could find her stall. Big sun string up, pepper light and decoration everywhere. She's always dancing and making everyone around her happy.
The death of Muffet was a shocker with which the family is still grappling. Reports are that Muffet was traveling from Falmouth Market in Trelawney in a truck which was hit reportedly by an out-of-control motor car. Her common-law husband, who was driving the truck, sustained injuries and was treated at hospital and released. The crash also killed the car driver, Avadon Allen, who was a 39-year-old nurse based at St. Ann's Bay Regional Hospital in St. Anne.
Muffet, the news of your passing shocked people countrywide, both international and domestically. We weren't ready for our hearts to be broken in such a manner. Never could we have been, but we still have not accepted that this is your fate. However, we consider ourselves blessed to have met you, talked with you, ate with you, sit with you, cried with you, progressed with you, sang with you, and most of all, danced with you. Because if you don't know Muffet, you know she loves to dance.
The Thanksgiving service, which included several other tributes, eventually ended. As was said earlier, Muffet was interred in her native community of Redwood, several miles away from the church in Linstead, where the Thanksgiving service was held.
I'm going to tell you this now. I have to come. Can you see that girl is a nice lady? I'm going to take care of enough children people. And she's nice and she loving and she cute. And you say Wayne husband, I'm a general.
She's my real friend. As I tell you, she's a friend in need and a friend indeed. Me and she ever sport. I will my party friend, my business partner. We do. My God, me can't. Me no want to explain. I can't explain everything. That's right now.
Just human read to it for a market there to it, brother. Me Jenna, a human read to it. I tell you, read to it, come like a grandmother.
She's a good lady to it. She come like a mother to it. Not me alone, you know, all of us. All of us in the market. She come like a mother to it. So I have to come give her my last respect. God know. And I love Muffet to the ground where she walk on. And much as she not there no more. But me her soul rest in peace.
And the rest in peace, we come like a grandmother, brother, from Falmouth days. For we are pitney, our man they come and Falmouth. We respect her if we come here, because she will have respect. Imagine, big up Wayne.
Muffet, cousin that me love so much. I miss her very much. I don't know how I gonna make it out. But in God we trust.
In Linstead, I'm Horace Mills reporting for the Jamaica Beacon.